check the time and make sure I'm not screwing up for too long. I have a question. The term chubby chaser. Is there that much of a chase involved here? I mean, really, do they take off like a startled gazelle? Got milk? Ah! I mean, maybe that's why people are so much into bondage and handcuffs, because you don't restrain them after you catch them. It's like the juggernaut, bitch. They just keep going through walls. I don't know. Another question. You know what Nutella is? The hazelnut chocolate spread? I'm curious, is it Nutella or is it Nutella? Nutella. Nutella? Delicious, that's a great pronunciation. I love it, especially in intimate moments. But I'll tell you, I think it's Nutella because it's made with hazelnuts, not hazelnutes. And for the life of me, I've been on this planet for a few years. Nobody's ever come up and grabbed me by the newts. Because if they did, they'd get a face full of Nutella. I'm gonna regret that one, aren't I? Later on this weekend, I'm gonna be running down a hallway, holding on to my newts, like a startled gazelle, with a mob chasing me down with chocolatey spread. Yes, I know. Thank you for playing. Well, I asked for that one. A question also. I've always wondered, it's the new millennium, right? Why is dating still so complicated? Why haven't we moved ahead and made it match any other trend like anything else we've ever done? Say, like Pokemon? Gotta catch 'em all? Fake blood with huge rack. I choose you. I'll paint 'em red and white. I've done worse to get laid. I've sat through Titanic. Oh, come on. That's got to be the worst 2 hours you've ever spent in a film. Because no matter what you do, hear me out, two things are going to happen. One, the ship is going to nail the iceberg. Two, Celine Dion is going to sing at the end again. I don't know who gave her a life raft, but I'd pay good money to lock her in a Golden Corral buffet for 4 weeks and then make her sing that song. I believe my heart is gonna freaking explode. Speaking of movies, has anybody ever seen a movie called Logan's Run? I'm gonna recap it because with these lights here, I can't see how many hands might be up. But basically, it's a future. I can count 1, 2, 3 smartasses working the lights. Thank you. I'm going to recap it anyway because I wrote this. It's a cheap sci-fi movie set in the future where because the Earth is overpopulated and people have forgot exactly how to put on a condom, instead, when you turn 30, they take you out to this arena and they put you to death in this ritual called Carousel, which means that they toss you up into the air and then they blow you up. We need that today. Not for 30, though. That's a little too young. Let's be more reasonable. It needs to be an age something like 70 for 2 reasons. I'm 38. And I guarantee you, when I hit 65, new scientific evidence will come to light. But the other reason is because most people, when they hit 70, not all of them, I love you, Kagi's parents, they just turn into these bitter, evil, annoying people. You've seen them. It's that 78 Buick that's in front of you and you can't get around it, but it's doing 19 miles an hour. And the turn signals are alternating left, right, like they're doing a rave show for you on the road. And if they were behind you, all you'd see is these 2 eyeballs above the steering wheel and this round yellow face below it, like Pac-Man had just learned how to drive a stick shift. Or how about at Walmart, they call them greeters. And they always pick the person with 278 things in their basket, and they will go through every one of them. Even though a kid just raced out the door on a motorized wheelchair with a 52-inch plasma TV, and all the lights are going off, she's going to count every item. And she's going to do DVD commentary on all of the embarrassing stuff. That's a big tube of preparation H. How do you sit down anymore, Sonny? But my favorite one, and you've all seen this. You're not quite, but you're close to late for work. But you have enough time that you can stop at the 7-Eleven and you can get gas and maybe coffee, maybe a Danish, and some crack, because 7-Eleven has everything. They're owned by Stuckies. So you gas up the car and then you go in, you open the door, and the line stretches all around the store. It is from the register to the Slurpee machines to the beer to the softcore porn and back again. And at the front of the line is Grandma buying lottery tickets. $200 worth of lottery tickets. All the money she made selling little children her painkillers on lottery tickets. My first question is, what is this going to do for Grandma if she wins? What is she going to do with it, really? She's going to go get that home theater set she's always wanted, where she can watch Matlock with Andy Griffith in such high definition. You can hear his pins crinkle when he approaches the witness. You know, your grandma winning the lottery is about as sensible as giving your grandma a Victoria's Secret gift card. I'll take the fridge-cut blue bikini crotchless. If you think that's bad now, wait till later when you're knocking one out and that image comes back to you. Anyway, so you're waiting, and she's making the guy count each one, and if it's wrong, she'll make him redo it, and every 5 minutes she'll look back and say in that condescending tone, "I'm so sorry to be holding you nice people up." And you'll look at her, and although you wish she'd have an aneurysm right now, you know she's going to see God before you do, and she will lie on you. "I've got pictures of him setting little puppies on fire." So you grit your teeth and you say, "No, ma'am, it's okay. Her water just broke, but you know what? I've got these new Kotex, and I'd like to test that 30-gallon guarantee, so you just go right ahead and buy your lottery tickets." Now that's when you need Carousel. You just dial the number 653, which spells old. And then the Lincoln would drive up front, and 3 guys would get out in the black suits with the sunglasses on, because I wrote this, and that's how hip I am, folks. I thought Men in Black was good, and Will Smith's a great rapper, even though most people with street cred think he's Barry Manilow. But they get out, and 2 of them go inside, and they grab Grandma, and they bring her out and toss her up into the air. Whee! And the other one takes her out with a rocket launcher. Think about it. What looks like beef jerky, lottery tickets, and pieces of satin blue crotchless bikini underwear flying everywhere. And then they leave, because there's hundreds of Walmarts and thousands of greeters, and these poor bastards have their work cut out for them. I'd pay extra money on taxes for this, wouldn't you?